Today is the last class before midterm, and I want to give a summary of Marxism and Marxist theories. So what is Marxism? What is the primary focus of Marxism, or the definition of Marxism? If you go through the screen, you will see that definition. Marxism is a social, political and economic theory originated by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Okay, I think you know this both person name. And who is Karl Marx? Who is Karl Marx? German philosopher and economist. He was born in 1818 and died in 1883. Okay, and he was a Prussian philosopher, German philosopher. And the main focus is understanding of class struggles. Understanding of class struggles and advocating for classless societies. So what is the aim of Marxism, if you are asked? So the goal or aim of Marxism is understanding class struggles and advocating for a classless society. Clear? So in a very easy and very simple term, you can define Marxism like this. And another thing is analyzing and addressing the inherent inequalities and conflicts. Inherent inequalities and conflicts within capitalist societies. Analyzing and addressing the inherent inequalities and conflicts. There is advocating means addressing classless society, or the previous advocating for a classless society. Classless society. There, you know that in Marxism we have got the conflicts between bourgeois and proletariat. Conflict between bourgeois and proletariat, and these conflicts if these conflicts is going on, their oppression, exploitation of the proletariat is going on. So one day the revolt is obvious. It is bound to revolt. They are bound to revolt, and a classless society will be emerged. This is according to the Marxist theory. This is theory. But if you think in the present world, or in our country, or in this world, the situation is different. I think you cannot see anywhere there is the classless. Everywhere is class distinction and class conflicts and class struggles. Next. So, what does Marxist theory seeks? Marxist theory seeks to understand the dynamics of class struggle between the bourgeois. Who is bourgeois? Owners of production. So, bourgeois and the proletariat. Proletariat is the working class people, and advocates for a revolutionary transition to a classless society where resources and productions are collectively owned. So what does collectively means? Collective all together. So the resources and production will not be for a single group, for a person. It will be collective. It will be shared with all people, the factory owners, the working class people, the laborers, the workers. So this is called collective effort, or collectively owned. So the resources and production are collectively owned. That means there will be share. The workers and the factory owners, the laborers, okay, each and everybody will have the share. But what is going on? In the capitalist society, the workers, they are not getting the profit. They are not getting their rewards or wages, the proper wages. So the factory owners, they are getting rich day by day, and the working class, the proletariat, they become poorer. Clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next. So what is the key concepts of Marxism? These are be defined as the key concepts or the principles, core principles of Marxism, or the tenets, main tenets of Marxism. Write down. The different words can be asked, so you have to know. Historical materialisms, key concepts of Marxism, or main tenets of Marxism, or the core principles of Marxism. Core principles of Marxism, okay? Main tenets of Marxism. So which are the main key concepts? Dialectical materialism, historical materialism, theory of surplus value, okay? Another is the alienation. Today I will discuss about the alienation, theory of alienation. And what is the goal? Abolition of class distinction. What does it mean, abolition? Abolition means destroy. Abolition means abolish, decline, destroy, the end of the class distinction. That means the class struggle. So historical materialism, the belief that material conditions shape society and history. And the key concepts, if you were asked to say that in any interview or in any psychometric test, if you are asked that what are the key concepts of Marxism, so you must answer that historical materialism, class struggle, surplus value, okay? So if you can't say these terms, at least remember these terms. So historical materialism, it is related with history, human history. And class struggle, okay, there is a very simple mistake, conflict, FLI, okay? Conflict between bourgeois and the proletariat. This is these two class, mainly these two class exist in the society, and there is a constant conflict of these two classes. And surplus value, workers produce value greater than what they are paid, creating profits for the capitalist. The workers they produce, they earn profits, but for the capitalist society. So the profit they are earning, they are not getting. The capitalist group, they got the profit. Okay? Now the goal, the aim. What is the aim? You have to remember, and if you were asked, then the aim of Marxism is abolition. Yes, remember this word. Abolition
Of
class distinction, or the classless society. This idea is something like utopia. Have you heard this word? Utopia, I have told you, I think. Utopia means in a world there is no distinction, there is no conflict, there is no class struggles, everybody will get their proper wages, their rights. This is called utopia. Something like a heaven, there is no conflicts, classless society. So this utopian idea, one type of idealist idea. Okay, next. In Marxist theory, alienation, remember this, the theory of alienation. Theory of alienation is here, and I have told you a book about the metamorphosis written by Franz Kafka. In that book, Marxist theory has been described. Marxist theory, that means the theory of alienation. In that book, the protagonist, one day he thought, or he just think himself as an insect, and he can't mix with his family members, with his friends, and he got alienated from the society. He thought that he is the burden of the society because he doesn't have any job, any social interaction, and in this way he feels alienated. So there is a relation between the Marxist theory with that book, Metamorphosis. So then Marxist theory, alienation refers to the estrangement or disconnection. Estrangement, I think this word is new to you. Estrangement means some type of alienation. Or if this is tough for you, you can write disconnection that workers experience in a capitalist society. The disconnection or the alienation or the separation or something like one type of frustration. When alienation occurs, so there must be some frustration, depression. So a disconnection from your family members, from the society. So you know that alien, what does it mean, alien? And you have watched, I think, many movies regarding alien. Alien, what does it mean? Alien means the person or the animal which from the other world, or which not like us, which different from us, which separate from us, something like this, isn't it? We separate from us, so the separation is something like alienation. So all the people are very much afraid of the aliens. In the movies we have said that alienation. Okay, so you just try to realize the sense of alienation. So Marx argued that, Marx argued that alienation is a fundamental aspect of capitalism. Remember this word, alienation. Alienation is a fundamental aspect. That means fundamental characteristics, the core idea, fundamental aspect of capitalism, fundamental aspect of capitalism, and overcoming it requires abolishing private ownership of the means of production. So how do you overcome it? How do you feel? If you feel alienated in our surroundings, but what happens? That you feel that you are worker and the people, the factory owner, they are your superior. What happened in the colonized society? The colonizers are the superior, and the colonized people, they think, yes, inferior. They think themselves other. So, and the colonizers, they always think themselves superior. So there is obviously the class distinction. So this is just, I am just giving the example to make you understand it clearly. So you need not to relate the post-colonialism, but the same type of ideas we can analyze, we can criticize because the people of English literature, your job, your main task is to criticize, is to analyze and to interpret any theory, any character, or anything, any object surrounding you. Whenever you see any incident occurs in front of you or beside you or in your surrounding, you can criticize, but it should not be too much aggressive.
Yeah.
Yes, you should be. if you got too much aggressive, then it make another chaos. But you should be positive and fair. Fair in our personal life, we should be fair mentality and positive mentality. Okay, and must be optimistic. Don't take it negatively. Yes.
No, people say reading is therapy, novel or something. But
yes. Why? When people get so aggressive, and it becomes a chaos, and another problem occurs. Okay, so we won't want to make problems.
আর আপনি যদি ভুল করে
Yes.
মিডনাইটে হচ্ছে কোনো বই শুরু করেন।
Okay, with the people, when we hear any debate or any talk show, we got so excited and so agitated that okay, we think that we just make it too much personally. Don't take it personally, take it objectively, so that don't make it subjective. With the people we make it too much subjective, that's why the problem occurs. Okay, now the Marx argued that alienation is the fundamental aspect of capitalism. So alienation refers to the disconnection, that means separation, disconnection that workers experience in a capitalist system. And there are 4 types of alienation from the product of labor. So write down please. This is the last topic from the Marxist theory, the 4 types of alienation. 4 types of alienation. One is alienation from the product. Alienation from the product of labor. From the product of labor. Labor spelling both are correct. L-A-B-O-U-R, this is British, and L-A-B-O-R, this is American. Both are correct. Okay, alienation from the process of labor. Alienation, I am writing too fast, that's why I am just giving these dots. Alienation from the process of labor. Number 3, alienation from other workers. Alienation
From the other world.
Yes, from other workers. Then alienation from their own humanity. Alienation from their own humanity. Humanity means the human beings surrounding them, the human civilization. And this, when people feels alienated from the society, from the surroundings, or from the family members, he or she becomes so much frustrated. Process of labor, that means the process of manufacture, something like this, and he or she becomes so frustrated, and something it ends in destruction, or something it ends in suicide also. That means the most nihilistic point of view. So nihilistic means so negative, so destructive. Yes, this type of word. This means if you are very much hopeful, you are optimistic. But if you are too much thinking of negative things, so you are nihilistic. And the opposite of hope, optimistic. Opposite of optimistic is nihilistic. Optimistic person is he or she always saw the bright side of anything. Optimistic person is very much hopeful. They always find the bright side, the positive sides of anything. And nihilistic is always find the negative side of anything. Okay. So I think for understanding Marxist theory, you should go for the dialectical materialism, historical materialism, theory of surplus value, theory of alienation, class struggle. Clear? Class struggle, and yes, goal of Marxism. Okay, what does Marxism? Yes, obviously. Yes.
Describe these 4 types of alienation in exam.
Yes, if you were asked in the question that what is the theory of alienation and describe in your own words or explain in your own words, then you have to explain it. You have to explain, or you just, it will be the short question and you just mention the types only the types if it is the short question. Yes, only the alienation you can describe it giving the example. I have given you the example of the book Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis, you just explain it from the Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis, written by Franz Kafka. So when people get alienated from the society, what happens? Yes, written by Franz Kafka. Yes, this is a short novel, and if you get time you try to read or at least the main points or the summary of the story. Okay.